doing a review on some cheap headphones. This is the Wentronic Y01 wireless over-ear headphones, noise cancelling, Bluetooth, 5.3 headphones with microphone, high-res audio at 48SH, foldable, breathable, in space gray. Obviously, if you haven't noticed, it's got the Apple kind of look to it, except they changed the headband. I've already went ahead and tested it, so I'll let you know at the end of the video what I thought of them. There's the back. These retail for $34. One thing I do like to do is I like to try and find cheap headphones that are actually affordable. These are not audiophile grade by any means. One thing I don't like is the box isn't sealed and the bag wasn't sealed, so they could have been returned. Let me get that. You get the headphones, and you get this bag of chiclets, giblets. It's basically a USB cable by the looks of it. Maybe an instruction manual. I don't know why, though. It's pretty straightforward with controls on these phones. Yeah, it's just if you want to use it as wired or USB-C, and specifications. So it's basically what they look like. They're pretty light, plastic, decent hinges, nice solid hinges. They feel comfortable in the head. This is all nicely padded. The controllers are pretty much straightforward. You hold the middle one for power. If you push up or down, it's track up or down, or if you hold up or down, it's volume. This one here is kind of set up kind of weird. It doesn't spin like it would on the Apple, but if you push it, it makes Google pop up on your phone. So it's kind of bound to a weird setting. If anything, I would have made this nothing and made this the power button, but whatever. The firmware, when it pops up and says Bluetooth ready or whatever, it sounds really badly distorted, which didn't go over well because I thought the phones were going to sound really bad. They're actually not bad. Like, they are a little bit hollow. Like, it does sound like they use really cheap drivers in it, or maybe it's just because they're so far away from your ear. But they do go loud, and they are pretty clear. I did a distance test on it in my place, and through three walls in the third room, and it was still staying connected. But it's got a weird issue where even if you're in the same room with your phone, if you're turned a certain way, it kind of cuts out for a split second, which is kind of weird. I guess that's why how they place the antenna inside of it. We're actually going to pull them apart and have a look at it. They did show up dead, which kind of sucked. I charged them for 48 hours, and I basically used them for a full day, and they never died, so at least we know the battery is good. Do I think it's worth $34? Maybe 30, but these I'm gonna grade these as the kind of earphones you'd buy if you're exercising and you don't care if they get wet and short out, or if you're traveling, they get ripped off. Who cares, right? What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to end up taking the drivers out. I have another pair of earphones, or I got a couple of pair of earphones that I grabbed from thrift stores for parts, and the headset's pretty much garbage, and I'm going to do the drivers. But anyway, I'm going to clean up here and we'll pull this thing apart. Okay, I'm not sure how about we go about this without damaging them. Oh, I get it. Sometimes you can just slip them off. In this case, they just pop off. You can see the size of the battery as well. Yeah, you can tell it's a pretty cheap looking driver in there. But they do go loud, which is a surprise. Just kind of got that hollow hollow sound to them. Like back in the day when you used to get the corded, cheap $20 corded headphones, and they used to sound like two tin cans on a string. Kind of like that. It's gonna pop open. We're gonna have to force it open. Probably go through the headphone jack or the microphone hole there. Yeah, I just want to do this without marring them up really bad. There we go. It's sort of like a press fit. Not clicking. It's weird. See, I've already marred them up. Yeah. I'm not too sure if this is the side with the battery or not. Ooh, yeah, button go flying. Yeah, nothing too spectacular there. This is as cheap as they get. Yeah, that speaker there is the type that you would get back in the day in a $20 set of earphones. Corded. It's as cheap as it gets. And there's the battery. And it's an unknown capacity because it's probably on the other side. Which is sitting there. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Like I said, these are good for like trashing. That's about it. But everything works. It does work pretty good. I totally don't get why they bound that to one switch there. I wouldn't even allow. I would have left that. That was just dumb. But I can tell you right now, the drivers that I have are double the size of this, so I'd have to literally cut this open. I'm going to leave it the way it is. Unfortunately, not even good for modding, to tell you the truth. But they do work. So if I'm painting or whatever, I can use these. Get them nice and dirty. This battery here will last most of the day, so you don't have to worry about that. But they give you an idea of what you're looking at if you decide to buy a Apple type kind of headphone. Very cheap. Mention, you see this little hole here with the little trace that goes into the little hole there. This is where the microphone would be, and then the wire would go through there and down into the board. This would be your noise canceling, and obviously it doesn't have it. I figured I'd bring that up. I didn't notice it until after I finished the video. So, yeah. Some things it doesn't have, but everything else it has except the noise canceling. Later.